If you are looking for something new and different for the upcoming Compliance Week celebration in November, check out The Compliance Kids. It's my 3-book children's series on compliance and compliance professionals for children. But they make great gifts and great training tools for your employees. You can check it out on Amazon.com. We've linked to it in the show notes. The Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
Today, we consider 5 practical steps for conducting a culture audit that meets DOJ standards. A well-structured culture audit not only aligns your organization with DOJ standards, but offers actionable insights that then can help create a more resilient and ethical workplace. So what are the 3 key takeaways for today? Number 1, define key metrics. The first step in conducting a culture audit is to meet DOJ standards. By defining key metrics you will measure. To satisfy DOJ expectations, these metrics should extend beyond basic compliance checks and delve into the core elements that make up your organizational culture. Metrics to consider include employee engagement, trust in leadership, openness to reporting, and perceptions of ethical behavior. 2, collect broad-based input. For a culture audit to be effective, it's crucial to gather input from all levels of the organization. This means going forward beyond the C-suite and management to include frontline employees, middle management, and support staff. The DOJ emphasizes that a true culture of compliance is one that permeates an organization. A one-sided perspective can result in an incomplete view of culture, as senior management vision of compliance may not align with the experience of frontline employees. And 3, benchmark and track progress. Once you have collected the data, you should establish a baseline for your compliance culture. Benchmarking involves identifying where organizations currently stands regarding key metrics and setting a reference point for future assessments. The baseline allows you to measure progress over time, which is essential for meeting DOJ standards and demonstrating the ongoing commitment to a culture of compliance. A well-structured culture audit is indispensable as a tool for the modern compliance program. This is particularly true after the 2024 ECCP. It provides data-backed insights the DOJ now expects from an organization. By following these steps we have outlined, and you can really establish a culture audit process that meets DOJ standards and, more importantly, acts as an ethical foundation for you to build on a go-forward basis. This is what the DOJ really wants. They want to see things that are documented with information that's relevant, that are repeatable. So think of culture, it's a process of measurement, assessing, and improving. I know many people think, well, culture is swishy, but it's not, or it can be measured in other ways. So the culture audit and using this data will help going forward. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The Compliance Tip of the Day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network. Finally, this podcast contains promotional materials.